No, this is gonna be a little awkward. This is gonna be a little awkward. I got the Pepsi. Don't worry, I got the Pepsi. All right. So, ugh, we're over here in the bed, and we're gonna talk about a little Mac OS. Check it out. I'm a good boy. I like to learn things, and recently I decided I got a little hair on my butt, and I was like, yo, I gotta learn me some Mac OS. Little did I know that that was gonna be a whole scenario where I basically went through and tried like 20 different pieces of absolute garbage software. So, there are pros to Mac OS, and there's pros to Apple products. First of all, I bought the Apple Magic keyboard. This thing is, it's honestly a work of art. I don't understand how all the internals and everything fit into something that small, but this thing is beautiful, right? This Mac Mini I bought, I got a 2018 Intel. Yes, I know it's reaching its end of life, but that's fine for me because I'm a Linux guy, you know? If once that goes EOL, you just throw a little Linux on there, you know what I mean? No big deal. But yeah, so for people who are not familiar with my channel or me, if you like Linux stuff, please like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the cool things. We have a Discord server if you want to join that. I'll have links and places and whatnot. But I'm a Linux guy. In fact, I've avoided Apple products the majority of my life. I had an iTouch back in the day, and I had like an iPod Nano. iPod Nano, one of the best purchases I've ever had, the coolest thing I've ever used in my life, right? I love the iPod Nano. It was so amazing. I had like a second generation one or something like that. A little boy like this big. It was super dope. But every time I looked at computers, I looked at all this Apple stuff. I just, dude, it's just, price is too expensive for my blood. You know what I'm saying? But finally, I wanted to do it really bad, so I bought one, and I got the Intel, right? And the other thing about the Intel too is I believe the 2018 Intel is the last model that allows you to use an external GPU, right? So maybe I get a little box and throw one of these old GPUs I got in it, and we can have a little party together. You know what I mean? Um, I have gone through all the tiling, well, not all the tiling window managers, but most of them. Not impressed, guys. Not impressed. First of all, they have this SIP thing, this security protocol, that just kind of bungles everything up. And then if you turn that off, well, the thing about Apple products is rich people like Apple products, right? And who are you going to try to rob? Are you going to rob a broke boy like me? Or are you going to go find that dude with the iPhone and the MacBook to go rob, right? So, turning those security protocols off aren't probably the greatest idea on the planet, right? Because you never know. I'm not stupid enough to fall for that, but I'm just saying for other people in the world, you know. Anyway, so I'll talk about some of the tiling window managers I've tried. I tried Rectangle. Hmm. Didn't really care so much for Rectangle. I tried Aerospace. Aerospace was like better. However, well, I'll get to it. So then I tried Yabai, and Yabai was better than Aerospace. In my personal opinion, I know people have said the other way around that Aerospace is better. Um, but it still all kind of had the same little problems that it basically all the tiling window managers on Windows have. And they're kind of just a little glitchy. They kind of don't work right. They kind of don't, it's not smooth. It doesn't feel um cohesive, right? It doesn't feel like it fits in. And part of the problems behind that is kind of about how Mac OS is designed. So if you think of the things that are included here, you see your menu bar and this thing called Finder. Let's see, can I bring up the Finder? This thing right here, this Finder thing. Oh, wait. This Finder thing is completely tied into the OS. So everything running is all together. So the menu bar. Oh, wait, I forgot. I have my things all hidden, right? Why is this not opening, my dude? Finder. Enter. What's going on here, bud? Am I? Anyway, it's all tied together, dude. It's all, you can't turn off the bar, you can't kill the process, you can't kill the Finder, right? Like it just doesn't work. Like if I go, hold on, if I go like this, I have this little kill process extension in Raycast right here, and if I do Finder and I hit enter, it doesn't kill it. It says it kills it, but then it reopens. So you're kind of stuck with that. Even if you have like a whatchamacallit. Why is my keybinds not working? Oh, look, here we go. Now it finally showed up. Um, yeah, this is Finder. Even though like I have, this file manager that I can use, I don't have to use Finder. I got one right here. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling a little bit. So I got rid of all the tiling window managers. I'm gonna go back to this. I got rid of all the tiling window managers, and I kept watching videos about Raycast, and I decided to just do their window management thing. So if you go into like, I just have it as what is it, option space. Option space brings up this. This is what would normally be Spotlight, but I've replaced with Raycast. And Raycast is like, it reminds me a lot of a web browser in the sense that it tries to do too much. Hmm. They have one of these ideas in the Unix philosophy where it's like, you don't want to have a bunch of crazy features inside the software. You just want the software to do the one thing and do it really, really well. Well, this is the opposite of that. It's a crazy ton of features, crazy ton of extensions. Because you can go to this store thing right here, right? And then when you go into this store thing, there's just a ton of stuff. And, a lot of it's good, but a lot of it's bad. A lot of it just straight doesn't work, right? So it's kind of like, maybe that idea in Unix philosophy, that's the reason for it. Because then you end up with a weird piece of software like this that just has way too much stuff going on in it, right? But anyway, back to my window management. I'm kind of bouncing around here. If you go like this to window management, you see it has all these different commands like, oh, you could put something here, you could put something there, you can do this, you can do that. I kind of just set it up a few keybinds to do this kind of stuff. I don't know, where's the keybind that I use? Is it even gonna show? Oh, wait. Anyway, I kind of just have stuff to do this. So if I open up a window, I think I can go like this, I can go like this, I can go like this. So if let's say I wanted to like, have split windows, I could totally have split windows. Still getting used to this keyboard. It's very interesting to type on. What are we doing here? Zen. Thank you. Gonna open. So then here, obviously bang. And now I have the split. And as you notice, there's a little gap. And the way that you get the little gap, hold on. Settings. Uh, Wait, what would it be? Window. It's under window management. Window manage. We'll just go like this. We'll go Command K, and then I'm gonna go down to configure command right here, right? And this will bring up this. And in here, if you go up to the beginning of the window management section, right here, you can make a gap, right? So the way that I end up using it is like, I'll open up a few things. Hold on. Let's see. Wait, I have Lagrange, right? And then I'll do Option Z, and then that'll maximize it, but it still keeps the gap. And then like we'll do like Zen. I have the Zen open, and I can Option Z that. And then I just kind of use this, and I kind of switch between the two, right? Kind of like that. And then, we have other things open like Discord. And yeah, and so I keep it in a stack, and I just kind of move through the stack. And then if I have to do split, because you gotta remember, this is my TV next to my bed. Like, I'm not really, I'm gonna sit at my desk and do stuff. I'm not gonna sit here and do it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a little meh. But it's nice having that kind of window management, because I'll take this and I'll just lay back in bed, and I'm just laying down watching some shit, and then I control my shit with this. Anyway, I guess I can kind of like just go over how I feel about this. I think Apple is missing out on a very, very big opportunity for Mac OS to kind of dominate the market by allowing people to switch out the desktop. So like if I could run something like, like Hyperland or i3 or something on this instead of using their clunky bullshit, and if I didn't have to use Finder, I would be totally about this. Like if I could strip this down super minimal and just use all my normal, cuz I have the majority of the normal stuff like I think what we got NCDU right there. Um that's the other thing. You get all these pop-ups and then you have to, and if you don't, anyway, I have all the normal like terminal stuff. Like I got Helix right here, we can go in and do stuff right that like that. Like it has the ability to do all the things that I want to do, except for the desktop itself stands in my way. Especially where you have everything tied in together where like you can't kill processes and stuff, and because I would just set up some sort of script to run in the beginning to kill Finder and like never look at it. You know what I mean? Do okay, like my overall feelings. Do I feel like I ripped myself off in the experience? No, because I do want to learn about Mac OS. Like I should learn. I have no experience with it outside of like when I was a little kid and we had like old Mac computers, the ones where it was like all one big CRT all built together and it was clear, and then it had a goofy keyboard, and yeah. So I want to experience it, and but I'm not seeing the benefits outside of. Okay, so a lot of things that I've read is like situations where it's like people like, oh, I have to use this for my job and I can't and I have to have it a certain way. Okay, I get that. But like as a developer or as a person that's playing around writing code and doing X, Y, and Z, this isn't great. This is not great. It's not great, dude. It's not. Because you need to have something like i3 or DWM or any of these solutions for Mac OS for the tiling and just like window navigation and productivity, like they talk a lot of hoopla, but I'm not seeing the results. You know what I'm saying? And then the other part too is they use a lot of weird terminology for stuff. Like in Linux, when you hear the word focus, what do you think? I'll tell you what I think is when you have multiple windows open and you're focused on one window, that's your active window that you can type in and do this, and then you can move shift focus to the other window. That's not what it means in Mac. What focus means in Mac's different. It's like, oh, let me swap out your wallpaper for a fucking waterfall and then play white noise in the background and take all the shit off it's like Zen mode, right? But they're calling it focus. So and that completely screwed me up because I'm like trying to figure out like a cool way to like switch focus between windows, and I just I couldn't find it because writing focus gives you something completely different because people on Mac OS, I don't know. I'm not gonna say like their brains are fried, but like you've been using this crap for so long that you're living in a completely different world than everybody else. You know what I mean? That's really what it is. Because I can jump onto a Windows machine and most of the terminology is gonna be the same. And not that I want to, but it's like I can get around it. This is more like a whole new experience for me. However, it's also very familiar because I can do all my normal like core util stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna get into Apple scripting. That's another thing. I want to do some Apple scripting. I feel like that's gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be a learning experience. Anyway, I ramble. I know this is a rambling video, but I feel like I'm going too long here. Um, I don't know, more Mac OS videos, I guess, kind of. I mean, it's not gonna be the only thing I ever do, but we'll probably get one every once in a while. Yeah, Mac OS. Anyways, if you like the video, please like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the things. I really appreciate you sticking through me whining and complaining about this. And yeah, feel free to join the Discord, and I hope you guys have a good night. I'll check you later. Peace out.